Let's break down my Power 10 after a crazy week 1, including Monday night's big-time matchups. We already have a new number 1 week into the season. Nebraska takes over the top spot with Texas notching its first loss. The Huskers are 3-0 with its best win over Kentucky to open the season. We saw terrific defense as expected, but great production out of the middle with Becca Alec and Andy Jackson. Even though there were more offensive errors against TCU, this team is still number 1 to me right now. At 2, I have Louisville. Overall, really impressed with this unit and the talent they have. They already look well-oiled so early into the season, a 4-set win over Wisconsin and swept Tennessee. I think this team has all of the pieces. At number 3, Pittsburgh, another impressive start to the season, had a sweep over Oregon, and Rachel Fairbanks recorded 2 straight double-doubles. Stanford's at number 4 for me. Overall, really impressed by the Cardinal after losing a lot of talent from last season, but Elia Rubin was a superstar, both offensively and defensively. She's like another libero in the back row and filling in a big role really well. Sammy Francis was impressive as well, and Cami Minor orchestrated the offense beautifully with 2 big ranked wins. Those were gutsy performances, and this is a top 4 team out of the gates. Texas drops to 5 for me with the loss, though I hate to drop them this low so early in the season. We saw the Longhorns use both setters, Ella Swindle and Avery Carlson. Maddie Skinner continues to be unreal as usual, and Emma Halter made it look easy back there. A tough loss to Minnesota in 5, but the Gophers are a good team playing with nothing to lose. Texas is still a top 5 team and a title contender for sure. Penn State is at number 6 after a 2-0 start and win over Tennessee. Cameron Hanna and Jess Merzick had 19 kills apiece in that win, and Izzy Stark had a really promising debut at setter, 42 assists and 12 digs, while Penn State hit 343 as a team. Purdue's at 7 after a 3-0 start, not as strong of a schedule as a lot of the top 10 teams to start, but they debuted a really efficient offensive effort. Eva Hudson and Chloe Chacoin showing out already at the pins, and production out of the middle as well with Raven Colvin. At 8, Florida 3-0 to start the year despite playing through continued injuries. Alexis Stuckey is not expected to return until September, and then Kennedy Martin exited the game against Colorado State with an injury, but they got the next 2 done still without them. Isabel Martin has been a great addition, and I can't move them for injury when they still pulled out wins. At 9, how about a big welcome to Minnesota? What a weekend for the Gophers. They showed us that no, this is not the same team from last year. Yes, we lost a lot of pieces, but we are better than ever. Came in with a tough schedule. Almost everyone considered them underdogs going up against 2 top 5 teams and the number 1 team in the country, and wow, did they show out. Lost to Stanford in 5, but hit 302 on the match, and honestly, gave up a lot of points via service errors, which is something that could be cleaned up moving forward. Then they take down the number 1 team in the nation in 5. Julia Hansen had a double-double with 19 kills. McKenna Wooker was great, and Melanie Schaffmaster, healthy this season, was just phenomenal. This is a team to be reckoned with. And finally, Kentucky I have at 10. Lost to Nebraska in 4 sets and then picked up 3 wins this weekend. Not as tough of competition, but wins nonetheless. Brooklyn DeLay already proving to be one of the top arms in the country. Wisconsin just barely drops out, almost kept them in at 10, and I of course see so much potential with this team. They went out and scheduled hard to start the year. They have a freshman setter, Charlie Furbringer, who I know can be a superstar this season, and once they figure it out, I think they'll be a top 5 team again in no time. But for now, with an 0-3 start, I had to reward teams with results ahead of them. Let me know what you think in the comments.